with the construction of the West Bank separation barrier in the wake of the Second Palestinian Intifada, a number of Arab communities found themselves divided in two. The village of Barta'a is different, as the decision was made to leave the community whole with the barrier built outside the village. Our correspondent Shai Ben-ari was in Barta'a yesterday.
The first hint that there's something different about the village of Barta'a comes with the license plates. Here, the yellow Israeli ones can be found on the same streets as their green and white Palestinian counterparts. Barta'a is a village divided between Israel and the Palestinian Authority. The sewage trench here behind me, which runs right through the village, marks the actual boundary between Israel on the one side and the territory controlled by the Palestinian Authority on the other. Unlike other sections of this border, here there is no separation wall to be found, and as you can see, it's pretty easy to get from one side to the other. This unique situation allows for unique opportunities. Low-priced goods from the West Bank are brought into Barta'a, attracting shoppers looking for a good deal, primarily Arab Israelis, as well as some Jews.
In effect, we have here a free economic market, no customs, no VAT, nothing. And that gave this village a huge boost.
From an economic point of view, everybody wins, and people here seem interested in keeping it that way.
People here are more occupied with their livelihood and their education, and not with existential questions such as where will I get my food from? A hungry man will steal, even murder, in order to eat.
Still, not everyone is happy here, and you don't have to look hard to be reminded of the more difficult realities present. The Palestinian residents, as well as those visiting from the West Bank, are not legally allowed to enter the Israeli half of the village, let alone the rest of Israel, even though doing so is easy enough.
If you have a Palestinian ID card, you aren't allowed past this roundabout. If you are caught on this side, it's 3 months in prison or a 9,000 shekel fine.
A few minutes' drive from the village is Rehan checkpoint, which leads into the West Bank.
When they close the checkpoint at 9 p.m., if my son is sick or injured at 10 p.m., I have to wait for an hour or two by the checkpoint. He can die. Think about it. You think it's a democratic country, but that's a joke.
But despite complexities that exist here as in other places, some see Barta'a as an example. The interaction between Israeli Arabs, Palestinians, and Jews creates a basis of economic cooperation, which can potentially serve as a platform for greater things, as well as a reminder that all here have something to lose. At the end of the day, peace is based first of all on mutual interests, before friendship and even moral considerations. Some might say the reality in Barta'a today offers a glimpse into a more positive potential future.
And now for a look at the day's sports news.